Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Railway Empire Crossing the Andes, and I think I have discovered the problem. They have a great demand for meat, or they have not necessarily a great demand, but they want a lot of meat, and they're not getting much, if any at all. It's taking a long time. Now, we don't have any freight services running between Cusco and Lima yet. I don't know why we haven't got that set up yet, so we need, first of all, before we do anything else, to put in a feed here. Now, a lot of the meat has just been going there as standard. Between the been delivered as nice and easy. Let's go with that just in case I need it in the future. Just going to have a single line that runs through. But a lot of the meat has been delivered by cart into Cusco in the past. No issues there whatsoever, and we'll keep that going as is. Just going to put a single line in just to make this connection. I want to try and do it reasonably cheap if I can. It's awkward placement there, isn't it? Okay, let's cancel that. Let's try that again. Going on this line here. It's still 5%. It's just that really long bridge, look. Really long bridge. There doesn't seem to be much I can do about it unless I bring the track out this way, which adds quite a steep gradient here still. Yeah, it's not ideal at all. So it's a long old bridge like that. Trinidad's over there. We don't want to connect to Trinidad yet. What I do want though is I want this to come out a bit straighter so that when I do set up a link going out to Trinidad, I've got a way to bend the track over. So we'll have to do that. No, not building construction. Actually, yes, I'm going to need a supply tower. I'm not going to need signals. I want to go to new train. I want to get that to run from wheat breeding, or west breeding, sorry, over to Cusco. I want it to focus on cows, and I want a fast freight train, so I'll go with the Hudson there. I'm also going to get. I'll save the personnel. Got a lot of cash. Let's quickly spend some of that buying out some more of Don Lorenzo's company. What do I want to do? Ah, yes. Actually, let's see what we can do this way first of all. Reduce the cost of hiring new personnel. No. Not bothered about the auctions yet, but what's up there? Ooh, that would have been useful a while ago. What about over here? Yeah, we need to keep the points going. We need some new trains running between Cusco and Lima. Those freight trains. So, route options. These need to be designated as freight. I want my fastest, most powerful engines available on that route, and I want staff on there as well. So I want an engineer to speed up the train. stoker to help increase speed a bit more and improve maintenance. I don't want a conductor, but I do want a security guard. Perfect. It's going to boost speed. Very nice. And now I want to go to rail line and clone that train. It's already got the refrigerator car because I cloned it. Put a security guard on there as well. Do we have any other personnel available? Yeah, I've got a stoker. Improve reliability. Do I have any other engineers? No. Let the train run a little bit. Manage train. No, manage line. Clone the train. Get another one running. Now we manage the train. And I just saw the train. I think I just saw that the town grew. Ah, no, it didn't. Waiting for clearance pop up. Okay, but that will help. We need to get some wool in there as well. Where is the nearest wool supply? I can't see where the nearest wool supply is. What is that? Oh, that's left over from the old train. That needs to be deleted. Get 30 grand back for that. And while we're in demolition mode and the game is paused, I'm looking around. Oh, there's wool over there, so I'd have to go through the mountains to do that. Now we can do that. Let's put in a station. This is going to be an expensive route. It's going to be a necessary route though. And I want to bring that in there, like that. We can adapt the route a little bit at the moment, so we're not having huge bridges. Try and reduce the tunnel as well, because that tunnel is monstrously big. That's got the route down to 1.1. And that kind of works, actually. It's a little bit pricey, but as a route it works. Straighten that up a bit. It's a 4% gradient. If I drop it down a touch. Okay, that gives me enough space to have a passing loop coming out. Just then passing loop along there. Because I'm going to want a couple of different trains running through here. So let's build the route. Let's put our passing loop in. I could theoretically build a passing loop all the way along here. That'd be horrifically expensive though, because it goes through the mountain again. Ooh, that's needs to connect on the corner. Shorten that as much as we can, and then shorten it here as well. There we go. So that's long enough for a train to go through at full capacity. Same again over here. Like so. And then we'll put another one here as well. And this will hopefully boost both towns, because they're both about 4,000 to 5,000 people short of leveling up and unlocking the ability to place an attraction. We have 2 cities with attractions now. We need 5, and we're starting to run out of time. So we can get 2 more cities done. That will really, really, boost us quite nicely. There we go. So we have our loop in there. We need a supply tower along this route. I'm thinking we're going to need 2 supply towers. I'm going to put one... No, I'm just going to go with... I don't know, do I go with 1 or do I go with 2? Put one there. And we'll put another one. No, we'll just go with the 1. The 1 should be enough, I hope. It's not too long a route. What else do I need to do? That's it. Oh no, I need signal here, don't I? Actually, no, I don't, because I've got those signals there, so that should be enough. What I do need, though, is to create a train route. So we're going to get 2 trains running on this, because it's quite a trek. And add in a Texas. And then let him drive off a little bit, then we'll get another one running on there as well. Still got a train here waiting. Oh, there it goes. So that one's cleared, which has freed up this train here to run more meat. That should help Lima start to grow a bit. We look here. It's production details. I want to look at the flow of goods. So, we've got meat. You see that they want meat coming in, but they're not really getting it. So, that should bring that in. We're exporting only to 1 location at the moment. Ica is also exporting to 1 location. They're happy. They're receiving. These guys are okay with meats. They're still unhappy. You can see not happy at all with the volume of meat they're getting. They're happy with dairy. We could possibly add in a dairy stock, but we don't need to at this stage. They're okay with dairy. It's all going by wagon at the moment. Oh, I'm saving up for that, aren't I? I'm almost there. Just need another few points. So we've got a whole load of corn going into Lima here. Now, where are my trains going between the two. So I've got one there, and one there. So I've got 3 freight trains running the link between the two at the moment. That should hopefully be enough, I hope, to improve Lima and to improve Cusco. And once Cusco starts getting wool in and starts producing lots of clothing, you can see there, look, they're getting there. I want to increase this meat industry. So I need to buy it to do that, and Don Lorenzo's trying to buy it off me. He's pushing the price up. I have the money. It's just, this is going to cost me a lot of cash to buy this industry.
Why are you getting in my way again?
He's getting in my way. He's doubled the price. Nearly. But now that we have it... Oh, no, I don't want to demolish it. I want to expand it. And start producing more meat. It says raw materials available is quite low, so we're going to need to add in a second train. Need to give myself a little bit of space to put a signal in. That should do it. There we go. So which track has... so it's this one here, track 14. So I want to add in a rail line going off track 2. There we go. Get that going in. Oh, hang on, I'm on a different... Yeah, I'm already on an existing train. And then that wants to go on track 2. Into Cusco. There we go. Save. Add loco. I want a Texas again. Now we can get twice as much meat from the breeding company into the city. Improve the speed of our trains on bends by 20%. Very, very useful indeed. That's going to help Cusco grow because we're going to be able to generate meat at a faster rate and ship that out. The tailors should hopefully start... Oh, it's a random breakdown. Manage this train. No, not manage the train. Yeah, okay. So they will start transporting clothing where applicable. That has got a breakdown on it. So is that. Ah, Lima's growing. There, look, Lima's population is going up. Finally. Now that we're getting that meat in there, they are starting to get very happy. Don Lorenzo's buying more of my company. Oh, I can buy him out, I think. I'm going to liquidate his entire business.
Truly excellent. Without any considerable competition, we are not only in control of the railroad traffic, but we also have a big influence on politics and economy.
Towns that I could have...
You'll find yourself in a lovely spot with the fishes.
That was stupid. Look. There was a town there I could have... Oh, what an idiot. Why did I do that? I could have just cleared out the objective for attraction straight away. Well, at least we can get this one done. Oh, I feel like such a prat. There it is. Putting the traction in. This time we'll go with a nice little stone church, temple, castle thing. Is that a church? I think it's a church. Yeah, that's a church. There's a church bell in it. So Lima has grown. Excellent. Cusco. Is Cusco starting to grow? 54.5. Apparently I own the tailor business. Oh no, private ownership. I don't own the tailor business. They're not getting enough wool. Do I have 2 trains on here? I've only got 1 train, haven't I? Oh, I never got the second one started. So now's the perfect time to clone that train. And get that running in there. There you go. Start bringing in more wool. That'll improve the performance of the tailors. The meat industry there is working very, very well indeed. Let's take a quick look at the personnel that's available. So what do we own? We own these 2 people, an accountant and a surveyor. Chief engineer. Increase our growth of innovation points. Yeah, might as well. And a surveyor. Oh, that's the one we just hired, isn't it? No. Carries out survey to reduce the price of roads. Tunnel construction. Ah, yes. We'll do that instead. Plus, we'll get a friendly bonus, which will help. A headhunter. There's no one left to poach from. We're getting blackmailed. We have to pay it, or else it's just going to cause us issues. Yeah, there's nobody bid against us now, so we should get that straight away. Yep, see, instant win on the auction, because we are the only competitor left. Right, so where are these really good cities that we, stupidly threw away? Over here. How do I connect to those quickly? Sao Paulo, Caruba, Porto Alegre. Okay, so we're a long way off connecting. We're going to have to spend a lot of cash very, very quickly. We're going to completely take over this route here. So Porto Alegre's got buildings in there already. So I need to, I'm going to have to do this town by town. Let's connect this all the way through over here to Montevideo. Montevideo's in a bad state. So, we need to connect to Montevideo first of all. I bet it won't let me do that now because I've just built a station in another city. Oh no, it did. Ah, does that mean... Ah, no. See, I've got to connect Puerto Alegre first. That's kind of what I expected. So, let's get some track up and running. Connect these areas together. We'll run along the bottom, I think. And I'm not worried about costs because we're sitting on 15.5 million after that merger. But at the same time, I don't want to make routes that are unnecessarily expensive. So we can lay out a huge ton of track and get everything connected up, and then we can start to immediately develop those cities that we stupidly threw away. Let me come down here and have a look at this. So this is passenger line that comes off there. I need a freight line as well. The freight line needs to be the lower line. I need to rework this. Take that whole piece out like that. So passenger line is on top. Go. And then from here I can bring the freight line through. Excellent. Great stuff. Okay, so we've got a connection all the way through there with 2 tracks on each. Now we've done that, now we can start connecting over in Curitiba. And this is a big town, so I want a big station. Connect the middle tracks. Trying to avoid unnecessarily large bridges and tunnels, just simply for the passing loop issue. That's quite a big bridge there. You can go that way. Okay, now what if do I need to raise or lower? Lower. Again, I'm just looking at the gradients. That lowers that bridge a bit as well. I can actually get a lot closer to that than I thought. That corn business, okay, that works. It's because I'm going underneath it, I think, possibly. So we'll build that route, and again we'll put the freight line in underneath. Now we have access to a city here. There's 4 blocks, so we should be able to drop an attraction in there straight away. We also have Sao Paulo over here. Again, it's 4 blocks, so we should be able to get an attraction in there straight away as well. But just to make sure, we'll actually build in there. And we need to get on this one quickly because it is in decline, as you can see. Seeing it has no links whatsoever anymore because we stupidly demolished everything without checking it. There's another good city over there, Rio de Janeiro. We will come to that in a moment. Let's check out these cities first of all. Let's get the attraction in there before it downgrades too far. Let's check out Sao Paulo, do the same.
Railroad stations in places with attractions will additionally raise the number of passengers, thus higher profits as well.
Now we need the express trains.
Right? Sometimes the passengers need a little hint that it's the greatest thing to travel by your trains. I will send over some express
trains
for this
need
kind
to be
of
pretty
public
direct
relation
routes. So that is definitely going to quantify it as an express train between here. Oh, there's a bridge there, isn't there? Ah, I forgot about the bridge. So we are rattling off those tasks. We just need to concentrate now on getting direct express lines set up. This one should count. As I say, it's almost as the crow flies, this route. It's about as direct as it can get. I need to remind myself which is passenger, which is freight, so my lines don't get mixed up. So this is passenger line, so top is passenger as we run through here. So I've just put a passing line on the freight line. Whoops. So this is the freight passenger line up here. Again, I've got the bridge. There we go. Same again on the other side. Connect that in. Excellent. We should connect up to Rio as well. And again, we can... this is where it gets interesting. Okay, so we'll put a freight connection in. There we go. Now again, what we need to do with these is we need to have our diamond interchanges. This is the freight line, so I know I need to concentrate on passengers, but I need to get this in position, and you'll see why in a minute. Because what we're going to try and do is split the lines. So that's the passenger and freight links done. Yeah, of course, wouldn't you know it. Have to move that one across a bit more. Okay, and then same again at this end. So the trains can cross over each other where they need to. So let me put these in the same spot. Just. Okay. Now that that's connected, we've got a... Oh, look at all these towns here. I should have just taken over his network. It would have been so much easier. Why did I liquidate his stuff? Wasn't thinking at all. So this is where it gets complicated. This is going to need to come in here. This is freight, so this needs to go in This is the middle freight line, isn't it? So this is the... yeah, so that line needs to go to there. Look at that gradient, 53%. Damn it. Alright, let me try and do the passenger lines first. I'm trying to think how to do this. Actually, you know what? What might be easier? Simply be to go in on the back over here. So take that up, connect it that way. That's a really windy route. It's not what I want. That's better. Need to bring it out more though, because I need to merge two different lines together, and I need to have space to do that. So that should do. So that's top passenger line there, top passenger line there. Okay, that works. Easiest way to do this actually might be simply to remove that, put a split in instead, because what I want to do is have lines coming off here. So we've got a crossover just here, so that's the right place for us to then bring a line off. And run this in over here. So, just having a look. Let's see if we can actually do this the way I'd like to do it. If I put a cross piece there. Okay, that works. And then we've got a nice direct route that way. A little bit of a tunnel, that's fine. Okay, excellent. And now that line there runs along through there. Excellent stuff. Through there. And to there. Okay, now I'm going to do that and immediately take out part of the line. Because I need it to be... I need to have a freight line coming through here as well. So if I do that and then go into demolish, and there we go. So we've got our express trains coming through here onto the right platforms, then it goes through there like that, and then we can have the freight line going underneath with it, going through there like that. There's our freight line. And I want that. Oops, no, that's in the wrong place. There. Now I want this to come across onto this track here. This one might be a bit trickier to do. I don't know if this one will let me do it. So instead, let me have a look at this. What have I got here? So, freight coming off this way. There's a crossover there. So all I need, actually, is, with that crossover there, all I definitely need, if I can get it in... No, I can't. There's not enough space. It's too small a gap there. I'm really having to think on this one. Now that works. So I can just take a slightly different route through the tunnel, space the tracks out a bit more. So, the inside needs to go onto that platform, doesn't it? And then, if I go to delete, try and clean this up a bit. Now, can I run a parallel line? I don't think I can. Yeah, no, it won't let me do a parallel line, but what I can do from there... Not demolish track. Is... I don't know why I'm spending so much time on freight when I need to concentrate on expresses. I just can't help it. It's one of those things I need to get done. I also need the ability to then switch lines there. Okay. And then that will go through there. So the freight will just run through a single line through there. And then when it comes out, then we can then do a split through there. Okay, so I'm going to stop messing around with freight. I'm going to start concentrating on setting up the express lines. So we have express and express over here. That's good. Let's put in supply towers. Let's put a supply tower there, supply tower there on those runs. And then I'm going to want the supply tower over here as well. Plonk that one there. I need signals so this huge, complicated mess doesn't get overwhelmed. Like that. Run that all the way along here. Stop the signals there, like that. And then multi-signal everything through there. Okay. And then I need to do here as well, so... try and get these to square up if I can. That needs to be that way. That needs to be that way. Excellent. I need a cross piece in here. Let me put that in before I forget. There we go. So the trains can then switch onto the right platforms if they need to. Over here, I'm going to need crossover over here as well. And one on this side. We've already got that one there. Excellent. So we can get express trains running through these areas here. How am I looking over here? I need a crossover over here. I need another one over here. Again, I'm just focusing purely on the express now. It's a really pretty little route running through here. There's a bridge there, isn't there? That's what's causing the hang-up. Did I put a cross piece in on that one? No, I didn't. Okay. Run through these tunnels, come out here. Don't need cross pieces on these ones because these are single track for the passengers. But because it's such a long break through there, I am going to need a very short little passing loop here, potentially, on the run to the tunnel. There we go. Definitely going to need a lot of signals and a lot of supply towers as well. Because we've got a lot of routes to cover. Or a lot of track to cover, as I should say. So let's go supply tower in here. Like that. Probably do with one in here as well. And I want one in between these routes. And those supply towers are already in place. Okay, right. Let's start putting some trains on these new routes very, very quickly. So, I want to set up an express line running from there to there. So, I want this to go from platform... every time I'm in the middle of doing something, the auction pops. I want that to go from platform 2. This is going to be passengers and mail only express train. It's going to come down this way. It's going to go into here, and it's going to go in on platform 2 in Rio. There we go. Save, add loco, fastest train that we have. Dining car mail. Now that should have added an express train. That's 4 deployed. Okay, so let's clone that train. That's still only 4 express trains. That's frustrating. That's very frustrating. So, let's get an express to run to Sao Paulo. Passengers mail only. That one wants to go on platform 1, which is on. Runs down here, and I want that to be on platform 1 in Sao Paulo. like that. There we go. Route options done. Add locomotive, get an EMD. Let's add an engineer. A stoker. Tons of Don Lorenzo's staff, as you can see here. And we'll let that run a little moment, and we'll clone that train. Actually, did I manage the train? I didn't. Dining car, no. Right, rail line. Nope, wrong button. Route options. Clone the train. Let's add another one down here from Rio. With an engineer, and a stoker, and a conductor. Dining car and mail car. Route is going to go from Rio, and that is going to go to Sao Paulo. That needs to go from, go in on platform 2, and Rio to leave on platform 1. I think. Route options, that needs to be passengers and mail only. Done. Now we're up to 6 express trains. There we go. So that one should count when we double that one up as well. Let me very quickly see what points we've got that we can spend. Anything exciting? Oh, I might as well spend on that. Rail line, clone train, get that one underway. There's still only 6 express trains. It hasn't deployed yet, that's why. Why have we got an error here? We've got a signalling issue. I bet I didn't put signals in, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't put signals in over here. Knackers. Okay, we can fix that. There we go. That's cleaned up that issue. So now that the other train is deployed, that's counted. Okay, so we're getting there. And we're going to put another one on this line here. So clone. Okay, manage train. Engineer. Stoker. And a conductor. Excellent. Right, we are almost done with this. We're almost out of time as well. I haven't got enough time, I don't think, to get all these trains in place. Let me go to rail line. Let me see if I can quickly rattle off a load of extra trains here. I need to multi-signal this. And I need to multi-signal that. Oh, that one's already been multi-signaled. Stick another express train on this line here. Why aren't these ones counting as expresses? That's what I want to know. Oh, I've got no maintenance sheds. Right. I'm up to 9 express trains. What is that? The only objective I have left to do? It is. Okay, so I'm going to cut away for a second. I'm going to put a load more trains in, and then we'll be done. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so we need 4 more trains. I've set up a new route here as well. Let's go to passengers and mail only. Yes, add loco. Rail cars. Just add those on. That train should be off and running. It's on the wrong platform, but I really... Oh no, it is an issue. Damn it. I'm going to have to build a new line from scratch. I'll leave that one on there. It's the only one that's there at the moment. Puerto Alegre needs to be going in on track 2. There we go. That's better. Route options. Passengers and mail only. EMU. Or EMD, sorry.
The people are paying exclusive prices for exclusive express lines. That's music to my ears. I've just remembered that it's about time to pay a dividend to our investors before they get impatient.
So it was very weird. Some of those trains just weren't counting, and then they were suddenly...
my employers as well.
We needed to add
Perhaps
4 more trains, and then
all of a sudden... Perhaps you might get the opportunity to be in charge of a railroad company in Europe soon.
Very, very odd indeed. So it seems as though there's a delay in recognising a train as an express for some reason. But that's now done. So, let's see our rating. Did we do well? Oh, Chief Executive Officer, we just missed out on President. We were a little bit too slow with the express one. That's something I need to work on a bit more, is figuring out my express lines a little bit faster. But there we go, we've completed the first of the scenarios. There are still 2 more to do, and we'll crack on with those very soon. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Railway Empire very soon.